No, that's wrong, 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 wrong. New Year's isn't to next year, next week. That's a
Oh,
whole nother thing.
I was about to say next year. What the fuck?
No, it technically is next year. Like there's a whole
I,
nother,
I mean, yeah,
there's a
but
whole
yeah,
nother episode.
let's go.
There's a whole episode. So let's get started with the WWE side of the podcast because NXT was a Christmas thing. Ah, yeah. It was weird. It was weird, like, cause like stuff happened, but nothing happened, and it was just like really fucking weird. It was like nothing really happened, but stuff happened.
I felt that
Cause
too. It's weird.
it started off with Izzy Dane versus Lola Vice, and they had a match. I'm not even gonna say they had a good match. I'm not gonna lie. They had a match, and the match was a thing. And all of a sudden, we just hear like, also Nico wasn't there, so like that lends more to our theory that Nico's going to wind up with Tatum. But then all of a sudden, we just hear a chainsaw, and Tatum cuts through the wall. She runs Sean Spears off, and Lola Vice gets the win. But right after the match, weirdly enough, she gets attacked by Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, they kind of got beef.
No, they do have beef, but it was just random to see Kalani do heel things. Like, and I know that we've said that she's been heel for months.
Mhm.
It's just she hasn't done anything heelish except like the little one or two things she did in the ring, like use a title. She hasn't done like on a sneak attack or anything like that before. So seeing it done for the first time, it's like, oh, that's kind of different. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's like
to me, she's already healed because the way she talked to the fans is shit. So
no, like I said, she's already healed, but it's like sometimes you don't expect to see heel tactics, and then when you see them, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird, but okay, cool. Then we have this backstage thing with Jordan Grace and then fucking Thea Hell. And Jordan is trying to figure out how the fuck Thea Hell did it. And Thea goes, it's just because I believed in myself. And Jordan, you should believe in yourself too. And Thea leaves. And I'm expecting Jordan to say something really stupid or like really be angry. Jordan goes back to looking at the footage and goes, I have to figure out what she did and how she did it. Like, I don't know why. I've got this weird feeling that Jordan Grace is gonna do something stupid and be like, her shoulder was up and then like have it reverse or something. It's gonna be something weird. They're gonna do something really fucking weird with this. And I'm like, that's gonna be stupid as hell.
like regardless, it's some type of heel turn for Jordan. I think.
Yes. So then we had Ethan Page versus Miles. Well, not versus Miles Bourne. He was talking to Miles Bourne, and he's telling Miles, "You need to listen to me. After last week, blah blah blah, yada yada yada." And Miles wasn't listening because he's deaf, so he was just standing there and he was doing sign language, and then he understood what Ethan Page was saying, but also he couldn't like comprehend it, so he just walked away, and it was kind of weird. It was really kind of weird because I know where this is going, but like it was just weird. I don't like it. Also, he's dressing in professional clothes, which is a sign for a heel turn.
Yeah, like I smelled that heel turn like long time ago. So
Yeah. So then we had Thea come out and she's happy about winning, and everybody's happy and cheering for her, and she goes, "I'm only 26 years old." And me and you both said the same thing to each other. I was like, I wish you would please stop saying that, please. I've been here since I was 19. We just keep saying, please stop saying that. Just you're making us feel old.
like stop.
It's just so annoying. And then Blake Monroe comes out in her bathrobe and slippers, and she's like, "Give me my title back. Just give me my title back." And she's just like distraught and disheveled. And she's just like, she didn't even have slippers on. She came out with no shoes on, just bare feet out. And she just was like, give me my title. And so Thea was like, all right, no, what, fuck it. At New Year's Eve, me and you for the title. And then they like had a little small brawl, and it was like, oh, okay. So then we had a promo package for Eli Knight. And you sent it to me earlier. It was
Mm-hmm.
like Eli Knight, yeah. And I was like, that's really weird. And apparently Eli Knight wrestles on Reality of Wrestling,
Yeah.
which like I catch every now and then, but I've never seen this kid. I've never seen this kid at all. I'm not even gonna lie. And then they have like videos of him on Evolve, which I do not watch at all. So it's like, huh, this is very weird. Like I've never seen this kid. Like I have no, like I had no background on a kid, and they just did like this quick video package showing him in the ring, and I'm like, okay, this kid is really fucking good. Why hasn't he been on my radar? And I swear to God, everyone that does wrestling, everyone that covers wrestling, even like people like me that are way too deep in the weeds, had no fucking clue who this kid was. Nobody, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like nobody, like even the top people was like, I've never seen this kid before, but holy shit, he's fucking great. And it's like, I don't know how that slipped by everyone.
Pay attention to these shows.
So then we had Soruka, and she's in the back and she's talking about winning her championship. But if you're looking closely, Zarya is not happy. She ain't happy at all. Like, I don't want the heel turn. I don't want the heel turn. Please don't give me the heel turn.
Well, I hate to break it to you, it's gonna happen.
I know. So then we had Eli Knight versus Tavion Heights. And Eli Knight set Tavion up in the corner. And he did this flip where he kicked off of the turnbuckle and did a moonsault. I was like, they need to keep this kid around. They no fucking evolve, bring his ass to NXT, and then they made Tavion win. I'm like, what the fuck is the point? Like, Eli is the fucking speed guy. Why the fuck did Tavion Heights win, dude?
Because he's not established yet. That's the only thing I could think of.
No, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Like, no, this is some dumbass shit. This is some dumbass WWE shit. Like, I hate when they do this shit. Like, oh, you're the outside guy. We can't let you win. That's some dumbass, stupid shit that they need to stop. Like, they put him in, if they would have let him win in the tournament, like, they didn't even have to make him beat Jasper Troy. Just have him go face Jasper Troy. It would have been fucking outstanding. Everybody
Yeah.
loved this dude. And it's like, nah, we're just gonna put him in involved. It's like, no, fuck you.
No, I agree. That's how you make a new star.
Yes,
But they chose not to do it. So the fuck.
yes. So this was funny. So Blake Monroe is walking in the back, and Jackson Drake talks to her. And this is why this is so funny because the Vanity Project is there, but this is the funniest part about it. Like, I have no fucking clue who these guys are. And they introduce themselves to Blake. He's like, yeah, I'm Brad Baylor. I'm Jackson Drake. I'm this person. And they just like, they're flirting with her, trying to get her. And she's just like so irritated because she lost the title. And then they like give her a present. And the funny part is like they were supposed to give somebody else a present, but they couldn't give it to him. So they gave it to her. And it was like, dude, I have no idea who these fucking dudes are, and I hate each one of them. And I mean, I know who they are. They're swipe right. I've seen them. We talked about them before. I don't know any of their names, but they introduced themselves, and I still was like, I hate you more for introducing yourself. I hate you. Like, just get out of here. I fucking hate you.
Like the only one I know by name is Jackson Drake, and that's only because like I know he's the champion. So
Hmm.
that's the only one. The other two I have no idea. Like you just said their names, I just now forgot them.
See, they're fucking forgettable. They need to go away.
Yeah,
So then we had Obafemi talking to Leon Slater and telling Leon Slater, dog, you're not gonna beat me for this title. He's like, you're really good, but you're not gonna beat me. And Leon's like, yo, I've beaten better people than you, and I probably am gonna beat you for the title. And he's like, no, that's never happening, kid. But let's see what happens. And I'm just like, dude, Leon's not winning because he's a TNA guy, but it would be really fun if he did.
yeah, I was
But
thinking that too.
and then it just has me in this quandary of like, once again, this is one of those things where you have too many stars and everybody is ready to go, and you have no fucking idea what to do with them because there's no right way to go. Because like, okay, you put the title on Leon because Oba's coming to the main roster. Fine, good. But people seen Leon and now they want Leon on Raw or SmackDown. So what's the point in having him win the title? And then everybody else that's in that world title contention is already on the very, 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 very short list of coming up to the main roster. So now you're at a quandary where you can't do anything because no matter what move you make, you're fucked. Like no matter what move you make, you're fucked because all of this is just like going to get stripped away in a matter of a month. So there's no right way to go. Like you can't be like, okay, we're gonna let Leon win. Okay, well Leon's contract is up in January, and WWE is gonna sign him. So they're probably not gonna sign him to this NXT. They're probably sign him to the main roster. So it's like, okay, well we can leave it on Obafemi. Nope, Obafemi's on the short list to come up. Oh, okay, we could put it on Javon. Nope, Javon is also on his way up. Okay, we could put it on Ricky. Ricky is also coming up. Oh, you know what? We haven't seen Trick. We could put it on Trick. Trick is already internally on the SmackDown roster. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Like no matter how you try to spin this and like hold it for, okay, we could hold it for here. Everybody's going to the main roster and you're fucked. Like there's no right way. There's no right way to handle this whole entire title decision. Because like, and then you look at it, there's nobody else build up but every name that I just said. Every name that I just said is a fucking star. There's no other names behind that to go, oh, you know what? This person could be the champion. No, there's nobody at all. It's really fucked.
To be fair, they have called up people as the current champion and whatnot. That being the two I could think of off the top of my head, and there's probably only those two, Biggie and Seth Rollins and whatever. So they could be a champion for a while until they figure it out. You know what I mean? When they're in the main roster, they could do both. It's not too uncommon.
It's not too uncommon, but it hasn't happened for years.
Yeah,
Like for years. Like Stephanie was a champion. They made her lose right before she came up.
yeah.
Like this is like I said, they're in a very fucking weird place. Like there's nothing that they can do. Like I mean, you could put the title on Tony D'Angelo. You could do that. I mean, he's there, and then he can grow, and then you could just add some new people to the men's division. But it feels like the whole men's division is just literally guys that's prime for the main roster. There's nobody sitting there that's like, okay, I can see you in NXT for a couple more years. Everybody there is like, nope, you're getting the call immediately. So it's just very weird. They're in a good spot, but in a bad spot at the same time.
Huh.
So speaking of being in a good spot and bad spot, we had Javon and Ricky have a face to face in the ring and say that they're gonna have a match at New Year's Evil and almost fight, but it doesn't happen. And that was it.
Javon dying and what that boy's ass.
Yeah. And I have a feeling they're gonna do something where they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna do a loser leaves town. But I have this weird feeling they're gonna do this loser leaves town and screw everybody's head up because Javon's gonna win, and then Ricky has to leave, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But Javon's getting caught up. He's going to the main roster. Yeah, but then Ricky would be gone too, because like there's nothing for Ricky to do. He's already been world champion. So what the fuck is he doing? Like, it's not like he's gonna go for the title again and be like heel Ricky and go. It's like there's not really much that I want to see him do down here because I'd rather see him on the main roster. And once he starts talking on the main roster, it's over. It's fucking over.
He's been he's been the main champion and North American champion. So
Yeah. So it's
realistic, the only
nothing.
thing left is for him to be a tag team, and nah, you don't put that guy in a tag team. Like he'll he'll eat whoever the fuck teams with him alive. So no.
Yeah. And then we switch to Fatal Influence and the Ren QC talking because Kendall Gray has to face JC Jane at New Year's Evil. And the funny part about this, I'm looking at this going, okay, JC Fallon need to be on the main roster. They definitely need to be on the main roster. Kendall Gray should be on the main roster soon. And I'm looking at Ren Sinclair and I'm like, the only reason I don't see Ren going to the main roster very soon is because they have Chelsea Green. And I know you're like, what the hell does that mean? Ren is fucking hilarious and she's just like silly and she has this thing where it's like once you put her in front of people, she's gonna give you something and people are gonna be like, oh my god, she's hilarious. I like Ren Sinclair. You can't do that with Chelsea Green because you can't have two of those same acts on the main roster at the same time.
I mean, if you do it on the two separate shows, no, like one on Raw and the other
No,
one on SmackDown.
no, it still wouldn't work because it's just it would pull the attention because then it would start the comparison. Oh, Ren is funnier than Chelsea. No, Chelsea is funnier than Ren. And when people start deciding and they start feeling this, and it starts to become this push pull thing, it's like it's not working. It's not going to work because somebody's going to lose in the long run. And going by the way they treat age, it would be Chelsea Green losing in the long run, which is a bad thing. So if you keep Ren down here for a little longer, and then like let Chelsea run her course in the main roster, then you could bring Ren up and have a funny woman character that could get over.
Okay.
Because like that's how I felt. The only thing about bringing up Fatal Influence is fucking um whatever the girl's name, Lainey Reed. Like Lainey Reed is new. She doesn't hit the same. She doesn't feel like the most fun person there.
Leave her behind. That simple.
Okay, if you leave her behind, what do you do with the other two? Like you bring them up and they're just a tag team, but they're better as a trio because like they have like this trio dynamic where you can take each one of them and throw them into a spot and they're just like, oh, this person could do single stuff, but they're still part of a trio. If you just have the two of them, they're just there. Unless you put them with somebody on the main roster, and I can't right now figure out who you could put them with.
I'm okay with them as a tag team because you could
Okay.
have them as tag team champions. One, two, you could have one as the main champion and the other one as the secondary champion. It's not, you know, not that bad.
Then we had Stax and Ariana Grace versus Skylar Ray and Shiloh Hill. Okay, okay.
I like Skylar.
Listen, this match, I was like, oh, this match, whatever. This match was way more comical and entertaining than it had any fucking right to be. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck did you do this? Like, how did you make me feel this match and go, oh my God, I like this match. This is fucking hilarious. It is so stupid. I was sports entertained with this match.
Sports entertained. I like that.
and Shiloh and Skylar won. But I was just like, I didn't see this match actually being enjoyable because I literally was just like, I'm just gonna look on my phone. Like, soon as the match, like the music hit, I was like, I'm gonna look on the phone. And the first thing happened, and I'm like, you know what? This is actually good. This is good. And it just kept going. It got better and better. I was like, oh shit, this is actually really sports entertaining. I like this.
It was good. I liked it.
So then we had Dion Lennox in the back, and Joe Hendry interrupted him because he was in the back with Darkseid. I don't even know what they were talking about, but I feel like Dion Lennox is going to leave Darkseid.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's going to leave Darkseid. Also, there was no reason for Joe Hendry to be here because Joe Hendry's on the main roster, so there's no reason for Joe Hendry to be here. Like,
Actually, there is because Dion was talking about he wants to face Joe Henry. That's what they were talking about.
yeah, but so then we had OTM in the back, and they're talking, and Kelly Kincaid is back there. And then all of a sudden, Vanity Project shows up and hands her a gift. And then OTM gets mad and they want to face the Vanity Project next week. Oh, okay. That's skippable. I don't care about that.
The bad part is it might be actually good.
I hope it's good. I hope. Then we had in a speed match, Mr. Chase versus Lexus King. And Lexus King beats Mr. Chase to go on to face Tavion Heights next week. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we had Tavion Heights with Miles Bourne, and Tank and Hank came in talking shit. And they set up a tag match, but Miles is pissed off, and Miles is he's gonna turn on Tavion Heights, which I don't want because they already had a dumbass little feud before. I just want him to turn heel, just be like, all right, he's heel, has nothing to do with the other two guys, and just leave it, and we just go on from there. That's all I want. Then we had the main event for the U.S. title, Soruka versus Chelsea Green. And they had a match, and like at one point, I was like, you know what? I want Soul to win, but then my mind pat back to reality and logistics because I was like, I really want her to win. But then I remembered I was like, oh shit, SmackDown is already taped, and Chelsea had the U.S. title on that episode of SmackDown, so she's not losing the title here. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Soul lost, and then after the match, Zarya speared Alba and Chelsea, and Soul Ruka hit the Soul Snatcher on both of them, and they celebrated together. And it's like, okay, see, that's why I don't want them to break up because like they're celebrating together, and they feel I like that. Like I like them being together. Like I don't want nothing stupid. Just let them be together and let them stay together. That's fun. I like it. It's really good. I like that. So yeah, like do you feel the same? Not the same? What?
I mean, they're great together, but I just want to see it play out. Like, nah, man, because they could, if anything, they could do the acclaim thing, break them up, see what happens, see if they survive separately, which I'm pretty sure they will. But if they don't, they could just put them back together somehow. Fuck it.
Okay, but like there's a huge problem with that. That's why like I want them to stay together. It's like a huge, huge problem because Soul is going to the main roster. So there's nothing that you do there. Like she's going to the main roster. Like and once she goes to the main roster, then what do you do with Zarya if you break her up? Like you leave Zarya back down here, and then what? She just goes, oh, she's just floating around. She's doing nothing. Like, what do you do? Like, if you bring them up together, you can still play it out on the main roster. or like the little heat, the little beef. You're like, oh, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could go back to her original thing and like make her like the dominant monster she was supposed to be and shit before she got with Soul.
Yeah, you could do that, but like I said, people enjoy this togetherness, so it would be really fun for them to just like to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we go to Raw, and Austin Theory confronts Paul, and basically he says, "I'm auditioning to be part of the Vision." And Paul's like, "Well, I didn't ask you." He was like, "Yeah, well, I'm doing it on my own because I want to be part of the Vision." Like nothing, like he has zero charisma. He has nothing. Like he's nothing. Like he, like I'm looking at this guy going, okay, he kind of fucking sucks. Like, why is he with the Vision?
Kind
Like
of.
you're dragging the Vision down, but whatever. And I know that the theory is out there that Seth is controlling him and has him as his man. Dude, I don't care. Like I fucking hate Austin Theory. And it's not even I hate the person Austin Theory. I may actually hate the person Austin Theory, but the character Austin Theory, I fucking hate him. Like there's like it's so fucking boring. He has never done anything for me to go, "Oh, I actually like him and think that he should do X, Y, and Z." No, none of that. None of that. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, like he doesn't have any charisma at all. Like I don't know. I can't defend it. Usually I can defend shit. That I can't defend.
Yeah. So then we had a match that in any year would be a WrestleMania match, but they're just giving it away on Raw. It's Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. And they're having this match, and Rhea loses. Rhea loses to Asuka because Io gets involved, and like shit happens.
Which
And
apparently is the first time Asuka beat Rhea, whatever they said. I
yeah,
don't know how true that is, but that's what they
no,
said.
no, it is true. It's true. But
Okay.
like I said, that should be a WrestleMania match. So then we see the Vision, and Paul's hyping them up for later on. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hype you guys up, whatever." And then we get Becky. Becky's out there cutting her promo, and she wants to fight Maxine. Maxine comes out, and Maxine is like, "You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. I've beaten you." And then like Becky beats her down and takes her title and tries to walk off. And then Maxine kicks her ass and puts her in an ankle lock and makes her tap.
Okay.
Dude,
What?
I'm okay with it. I like Maxine like doing what she's doing, but I for no circumstances see her beating Becky because she's beaten Becky 3 times. I don't think Becky's going to let her beat her for the fourth time.
True. True. I
So
like her, but she's still kind of weak on her promo skill. I think.
yeah, she's definitely weak on her promos. Like she's going to get better if they keep putting her out there,
Yeah,
but like she's going to come along. She's going to come along.
I can see the effort. Like she's really trying. So yeah.
Hmm. So then we get Javon talking to Adam Pierce. And Pierce is like, listen, man, I'm trying to sign you. I mean, I'm trying to get you on Raw. He's like, so you're gonna have that match with Ryo. And he's like, I'm trying to see if I want you here. But he's a free agent. He's a free agent. He's a
He's
free
not.
agent. Like,
He's not, but he's becoming a free agent very soon. Was the wording, which I took it as he's a free agent now.
no, he is a free agent now. And like this, like for Pierce, this is an audition to see if he wants him on Raw. That's the exact opposite of what should be going on because it's Javon. Everyone should want him, so you should throw everything at him to get him. Everything. You shouldn't just be like, oh, you know what? You win. We'll see about taking you on. No, you should be like, I'll give you whatever you want. Sign with me.
Mm.
And then we see Stephanie in the back, and she's talking, and she's like, "Yo, listen, I want Nikki Bella, and I want Roxanne. I mean, not Roxanne, Raquel. Three way." And Pierce goes, "I like the way you're thinking. It's official. We're gonna do a three way for the title." Okay. So then we get Rio versus Javon Evans, and Javon beats him, and the crowd goes wild. Like they just love all the shit that Javon's doing. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, he's good, but why is he auditioning? Seriously.
I can make a storyline for it because I can audition on SmackDown also.
I know, but like he's probably gonna wind up on SmackDown. Like not even joking, he's probably gonna wind up on SmackDown. So this like I get what they're doing. It's just backwards to me. I just think that they should be throwing stuff at him to get him on the main roster. And uh, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna feel kind of weird, but like if they did the storyline like I'm saying it, there's a huge opportunity that they can have something really special. Because if they're doing it like, yo, I want you on my show, I want you on my show, I want you on my show, and then because Dom is hurt, they're like, yo, we got to relinquish the IC title. If he comes at Javon and goes, there's a match for the title, I'm putting you in it. If you sign with Raw, and you ain't got to do nothing, you're just going to be the guy, and we had to find somebody else for you to face. And he goes, okay, cool. I want a shot at the IC title. You bring him in and sign him, give him a shot at the IC title, put the IC title on him. That's it. There you go. It's right there. Perfect.
Yeah, even though I'd rather him be on SmackDown, but I see what you're cooking there. That's actually a great idea.
Because there's a extenuating circumstance where the IC title is just up for grabs. And it's like,
Yeah,
why not make a star by putting the IC title on Javon and having him run wild on Raw? Like
yeah,
the other person you could put the IC title on is Oba. You could do that and have him run. Like if Dom is hurt as bad as they're saying he has to relinquish the title. Put it on somebody new that you call up. Straight call up, strap him with the title. People have to get used to him as a person. So that's it. Like it would be fun for Javon. It would be fun for Oba. It would be fun for anybody to just have to commit and be like, "Fuck it, we're gonna put the title on this person."
yeah. It works.
Yeah. So then we get AJ Lee talking about their tag team titles and how they're gonna beat the Usos. I'm like, sure, why not?
I left with the Usos beat them.
I mean, I kind of want them to do it because I want AJ to start doing his retirement thing. Plus, I want the tag team titles to actually mean something.
Okay.
And then we get the new improved version of Nikki Bella and how she's a legend and she's the best and she's gonna win the title. Yada yada yada. Cool.
I didn't care about any of that.
I know, cause like she's just Nikki Bella.
Mind you, I don't have no problem with Nikki. I like Nikki, but I didn't care about this.
I just feel like this storyline just feels out of place to me. Like I'm the old guard and you should respect me, and that's why I'm coming back to take a title. And it's like, one, you are the old guard, fine. The way that you're trying to make people respect you isn't a fun storyline to me. Like I feel disrespected. I've been doing this for years. You all look up to me, blah blah blah. That storyline doesn't work for me. Like that's why this is boring. Is because like this doesn't feel like something Nikki should be doing. Like she is a veteran. She's been here forever. She should just be like, no, I. I am that person. I don't really care about what you think. I don't care about if you don't look up to me or whatever. I'm that person. But she's looking for validation, which is stupid, and I don't like that.
Makes fun for it makes sense for her character though, because you know, like they've always like the Bella Twins characters always wanted attention, especially Nikki's character.
But they were also really fucking cocky, and they were really like, I am the one, I am this, I'm that.
Yeah.
And they didn't give a shit about people because they pretended to be the ones. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why that's what she should be doing instead of going, I need attention, give me attention.
Yeah.
Then we had Lyra and Bailey come out because Bailey was having a match against Roxanne and she beat her. Bailey beat Roxanne.
Also some like shit there between Roxanne, Raquel, and Liv during the match.
And that happened backstage too. They had an argument, which was going to be a segment that I was going to talk about in a few seconds. That they also had a backstage falling out, and then Raquel showed up and they started arguing, and that was a thing.
Yeah.
But before that, we had Austin Theory talking to Bronson Reed, and Bronson's like, I don't really trust you. I don't fuck with you. But, if you're trying to prove that you're part of the vision, we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we had Gunther come out, talk shit again, and Punk got in his face. And then Gunther did the "You can't see me," walked off, and then he looked at Ray and said, "You're also on the list. Don't worry, pal." And then he went to the back and he seen AJ Styles, and AJ stepped to him again, and it's like, all right, either this thing is happening really fucking soon, or they're just gonna draw this out for a really long time. Either this is happening on a Raw, or this is happening on Royal Rumble. One of the two is happening because this feels like this is coming to an end. Like AJ's gonna get killed by Gunther, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we had the main event: Bronson Reed and Austin Theory versus Ray and CM Punk. And of course, Austin Theory gets the win by pinning Rey Mysterio. And then after the match, Punk is beating him up, and he gets speared out of his boots by Braun Breaker. And Braun holds up the championship. Once again, I hate the fact that this is happening. I hate the fact that they're doing it this way because it's it fucking sucks, man. It's like they're not putting a title on him, and he's gonna have to win the Royal Rumble. I don't like that.
You don't think they're gonna put
I
the
don't
title
like
on
it.
him?
No, I don't like that they're not putting a title on him on Raw. They're gonna wait and put the title on him on some big grand stage. It's like let's put the title on him on Raw. Just like fuck the bullshit. Like, why are we
Yeah.
doing this? Having him have a title match against Punk? He's going to lose, and then you have to win the Royal Rumble. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck is the point in that? Like, unless you're gonna swerve everything and like have Seth like accidentally get involved or something stupid like that, and then you have to go to Braun versus Seth at WrestleMania or something like that. That's the only way this makes sense. If you're going like, oh, we're gonna put the title on him at WrestleMania and he's gonna beat Punk, I'm like, just have him beat Punk right there. Like this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's totally fine to have him win on Raw.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like
see
the
why
only
they're
way
doing
that
it.
him losing, you have to have another story that you're going with. You have to have something better. Like you have to have Seth beat CM Punk in Chicago for the title, and then have Braun versus Seth at WrestleMania and Punk versus Roman. Like that's the only way any of this will make sense. Where I'll be like, okay, I accept it. Anything less is uncivilized.
Yeah.
So now we go to AEW, and it starts off with the C2 match, and in the C2 match we have Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy. And, it's a match. And Takeshita beats Orange Cassidy. And then we get a promo from Gabe Kidd. And Gabe Kidd is pissed off and he wants to beat the shit out of Darby Allin. He's like, Darby, I want to kill you. You have to. You have to accept this match because I'm going to kill you. And to me, all it says is Gabe Kidd is officially AEW.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's officially AEW. He's in a fucking 10 man at Wrestle Kingdom. And like it doesn't even make any fucking sense. He's just in a random 10 man. I know like there's a quote unquote story, but there's not really a quote unquote story. They're just like winging this shit by the fucking seat of their pants. And it's not even like, oh yeah, this is no, it's just they made shit up and they just like force shit into a bag. And he is part of the shit that's being forced into the bag. So it's like, yeah, we know that you're gone, so we're not gonna put you in anything meaningful. So, fuck it. All right, bye. That's how it feels to me.
He's not a champion or anything, right?
No, he's not. He's nothing. He's
Okay.
just a guy.
Oh, okay.
So then we had another Blue League match when it was Roderick Strong versus Mascarita Dagarada. And uh, I forgot who won. Like, I actually forgot who won. And somebody's going to say, well, this is a Continental Classic. You need to know every match. Actually, no, I don't, because the winners find out at the end of the show. So you'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And you pretty
But
much
like,
predicted it from the beginning of this, like what was gonna happen. So
yeah, like the funny part is like there's one name that like is in this final four that I did not expect, and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of okay.
yeah, but
So
more or
then
less
we
like
had a
you
face
got this
off.
whole thing.
Yeah, we had a face off between Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander. And I'm not gonna lie, whatever the fuck Chris Statlander was saying was so fucking weird to me. Like it was so weird to me. Like she's talking like I'm not gonna lie, it felt like Chris Statlander was not Chris Statlander, and it was somebody pretending to be Chris Statlander and just like reading off her old, just like script. This didn't feel shit like the Chris Statlander that I know. This felt so hollow. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was so random. And she's talking about, yeah, if you don't get better and beat me, you won't be the you that you used to be. And I'm like, what is this promo? Like, this is not a Chris Statlander promo. Like, there's no fire, there's no nothing. I understand that y'all cool, but this shit just felt dry.
It felt scripted, and that's something AEW tends not to do when it comes to promos and shit.
Yes, and it's just like it just didn't work. Like, and it just was like what Chris was saying. And then Jamie was talking, and Jamie sound just like Jamie. She sounds normal, just like with her intensity, her fire, her Jamie. And then she goes, "Yeah, you know what? Like, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna take the title. Yeah, you can say all of that." And then she swung on her, and Chris caught her, and I thought they was gonna kiss. Like she pulled her in, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna kiss. Like that's cool. Not against that at all."
Tony Storm has corrupted you, my friend.
Yes. So then we get MJF versus somebody. MJF beats the shit out of him real fast. He starts talking shit. Then Hangman shows up. Then Swerve shows up. And then they attack him. And they beat the shit out of him. And Joe shows up on the Titantron. And they go to hit MJF, but MJF ducks and they almost hit each other. And he's like, what, you gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? Okay. Like, that's how I felt too. Like, okay. And then we had a fun match. Benedito versus Ricochet, and the winner wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that they were gonna give it to Ricochet. I'm like, oh, they're gonna
I
give it to
did too.
Ricochet.
I did too.
I was like, that like, cause like he had his friends out there, they were ready to help, but no, fucking Bandito won. And I was like, oh shit, Bandito's great. Like he's fucking great.
Threw me off though, because I really thought it was gonna be a Ricochet, like you said.
Yeah. So then we had Gabe Kidd beat the shit out of Darby Allin and throw him down a flight of steps. And I was like, okay, well, like, can Darby just stop dying? Like, he just came back. He just came back and they threw him down a flight of steps already. Like, god damn, dude. Like, he just keeps dying,
Like, how do you just announce you got cleared and then get thrown down some shit?
right? So then we had Marina Shafir beat Mina Shirakawa. And then all of a sudden, Tony Storm comes out to help because Marina is beating Mina down after the match. And the shit was so funny. Tony gets in the ring, Marina backhands her. Tony just falls right on top of Mina Shirakawa. It is over. And I'm like, dog, that was so weird.
Funny as shit.
Yes. So then we had Lexi there talking to the Bucks and Kenny, and she was like, "Yeah, what's up? What's up with you guys?" And the Bucks are like, "Yo, we're hurt, whatever, whatever." And Kenny goes, I got something I need to do, so I'm gonna go do that. And like honestly, the only thing I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna go to Japan and do something. And then I'm looking at the Wrestle Kingdom card. There's nowhere for him to fit in for anything. The only random thing that he can do, and it would make no goddamn sense, it would be storyline for AEW, but make no goddamn sense at all for any fucking body in New Japan, is because Andrade is going to be back in New Japan, and he's probably going to be back in AEW very soon because they cleared up the contract shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, if he just attacks like Andrade, it makes no sense. Everybody will pop because they see Kenny, but they're like, this has nothing to do with us. This is an AEW thing. So it wouldn't make sense. It just, it just feels really weird. There's also I have no idea what they're gonna do because World's End is this weekend. So I have no idea what this Kenny thing is. Like if he goes to Japan and does something that's connected to AEW, I'll be like, that makes no sense because like that's New Japan. It has nothing to do with AEW. They're not continuity is not the same. None of that is the same. Nothing is the same. Like, what's the point? It,
I couldn't for the life of me think of what it could be. Like, my mind randomly, and it makes no absolutely no sense. Him try to go for the what you call it, the international titles and the two legs and all that shit, that weird ass explanation they had last time or whatever.
I would
Like,
listen.
try to get that back.
I would be okay with that because like he didn't give like a specific to what he was doing. I'm like, but my mom went to Japan. But like, if that's it, I'll be fine with it. Like, I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
So Jack Perry beat Pac in the Continental Classic. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's a match. And then after that, they celebrated with fucking what is it, Luchasaurus? I was gonna call him Jurassic Express, but Luchasaurus,
I mean, that's what they are.
yeah, Luchasaurus comes out with milk and cookies and say, "Hey, here you go. You've been a good boy." I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. Sure. So then we have Jack Perry versus Kyle Fletcher on Collision, and this was a good match. And I read the spoilers, and I'm not gonna lie, even for the life of me, I'm like, you know what? Jack Perry could win this.
Yep.
Like, I don't know why, but I was like, I knew the spoilers, but for some reason, I'm like, he could win this. No, that was stupid of me.
Because he's been doing really good in the ring lately.
Yeah, he has. And Kyle Fletcher beat him, so Kyle Fletcher gets more points. And Kyle O'Reilly hypes up Roderick Strong, goes, "Yo, I was supposed to be in this. You took my spot. So you should be doing better. So do better. Go out there and kill it." And Roderick Strong goes, "You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that." And
Funny part, if that was me,
hmm
that would not hype me up at all. Because regardless of win, lose, draw, it
hmm
doesn't do shit for me. Like I'm out the fucking tournament.
exactly. Like it was just dumb.
Like I could see if he's like just on the cusp of getting at the tournament, like he still has a
hmm
chance of fucking like progressing. No,
hmm
he was already done.
Yep. So then we get Masquerade Sagrada versus Takeshita, and this was a banger. Like this was a banger.
Yeah,
I liked it. And Takeshita beat Masquerade Sagrada, which now he has the points, which means he looks like he's going to be the other person that wins in the block.
yeah.
So then we had Roderick Strong versus Claudio Castagnoli, and Roderick Strong pulled down the knee pad in need. Claudio pinned him, then he got jumped. Then after he got jumped, Marina Shafir got in it, Tony Storm got in it, fucking Mark Briscoe kissed Tony Storm's hand, and it sets up a chock full of nuts 8-man tag match. That's exactly what they called it, a chock full of
Really?
nuts.
Oh
Yes, like
shit.
I'm not making this shit up. That is literally what it's called. Like it's very random. Like I don't know why. Like I mean, I get it, holiday season, that's a thing, but that was a random. That was random as shit.
Yeah.
So then we had another really good match, was fucking Kevin Knight versus Pac, and this match was going and it's going, and then I was like, oh, it's getting better, it's getting better, and then Kevin Knight beat Pac. I was like, I was not expecting that.
Me neither. Like that was left field type of shit.
Yeah, and the funny part, like once again, I read the spoilers, so I knew exactly what was going on, but it just like it caught me off guard because I'm like, Pac is like the winner, so why didn't Pac just win?
Here's
It
the
was,
thing. You've done
uh-huh.
said twice. I read the spoilers and like I don't
hmm
know why I felt such and such way, right?
hmm
I go back to probably like once or twice, but I do remember this one time. We read spoilers and that spoiler was all wrong. So
hmm
like, like I'm okay with you like feeling some type of way like, oh, this person like I feel like this person would have won, like even though I read the spoilers.
Yeah.
Because it could have been
So,
wrong.
hmm so we get Darby Allin talking shit to Gabe Kidd, and they say that the match is on at World's End. So then we get the Babes of Wrath versus Maya World and Hyana. Now, once again, like fucking Nixon Newell and her partner, like all y'all had to do was just wrestle a match and lose. Wrestle a match and lose. Y'all could have been all over this TV, but hey, you gave two girls that needed it a spot, and here they go, just like running with it. Like it is so fucked up because they lost to the Babes of Wrath, but then they announced, hey, Hyana and Maya World will be wrestling the Sisters of Sin on the fucking pay-per-view in the pre-show. And I'm like,
So they got something going for them.
yeah, it's like all they had to do was lose. Like I know that you're supposed to protect your brand or whatever. All you had to do was lose. Like you had to do it lose, and AEW would have used you, even though you would have lost as a jobber. They would have had you on every show, and it would have been a thing. You'd be like, okay, but you got any feelings, and that's what it was.
You can't always win, you know?
Exactly. So then we had Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley in the Continental Classic, and John Moxley beat Orange Cassidy.
For some odd reason, and like I did not read the spoilers, I thought Orange was gonna win.
No, I knew he wasn't gonna win, but that shit was actually fun. It was fun because like Moxley was beating his ass, and he just kept beating his ass and kept beating his ass and kept beating his ass. And then like at one point it was like, oh, he's coming back. Then he just started beating his ass some more, and just beat his ass some more, and then he won.
Took him the fuck out.
Like that shit was funny. And then we had the main event. It was Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey, and like this match was good, but it was one spot in that fucking match that I was like, oh shit. And it wasn't just me saying oh shit. There was other people saying oh shit. Sports Illustrated even said oh shit. There was a bunch of people saying oh shit. And
Okay.
and it was because like Speedball was tied up in the ropes and Okada hit him and like he was supposed to like do the lay down part, but his head and his hands hit bam, and everybody just stopped. The feds, the ref, everyone. He was like, "This motherfucker got a concussion? Is he all right?" And Okada sat there for like a minute, and then like Speedball like got himself together. He started fighting back. The match kept going. The match still got good, and then Okada won, and setting up the match Okada versus Takeshita at the pay per view.
Yep.
So since that match is a thing, who do you think is going to win that match and advance to the next round at World's End?
Takeska.
You okay? I mean, that sounds plausible. It could be Takesta. I'm going with Takesta also.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we're gonna have John Moxley versus Kyle Fletcher, which I predict is gonna be a fucking banger.
Yes.
Who who do you have between those two?
Kyle Fletcher, which I believe, like a month or two ago when we predicted all this is the route that you actually said it was going to go. Like Kyle Fletcher was going to be in the finals
Yes.
because you was mad that Takeska and Okada were on the same bracket, which I agree. They should have been separate,
Hmm.
and that match should have been in the finals. But
Right.
since you're doing it this way, Takeska and Kyle in the finals.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like Takesta and Kyle would be a banger match.
Yes,
So that's that.
Hodokeska, or whatever the fuck they said.
I would be okay with that as a final, but who wins that match though?
Oh, that match,
Uh-huh.
Kyle Fletcher.
Okay, you know what? Kyle winning this whole thing would actually be cool.
Because normally I would say Takeska, but
Hmm.
Takeska's already, as they try to fucking put it through your brain, Takeska is already the IWGP champion. So why give him two belts? They could very well do that, but why?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm okay with Kyle Fletcher winning.
Yes.
So then we have Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd. Like they keep saying this is a singles match, but I swear to God, I heard them at least say this like 5 times. This is a fucking street fight.
I was just about to ask you, like, does this have a stipulation? Because it should.
That's no, I literally heard them say it's a street fight, but then it's just like promoted as a singles match, nothing more. That's what's like pissing me off because like I swear to God, I heard them say this multiple times. This is a street fight.
Why'd you turn into a street fight, like, at the end?
And so to me, I'm just going with Darby Allin.
Same.
So then we have FTR versus the Gun Club in a Chicago street fight for the tag titles.
It's gonna be FTR.
I listen, I'm banking on it being FTR. I really want it to be FTR,
Mm-hmm.
but it's always that thing where Tony can be like, you know what? I'm going to screw everybody.
True. Because the only
So then
reason
we have
I'm
the Babes of
thinking
Wrath,
for the
huh?
future, only thing I'm thinking about for the future when it's like the CNC connection, because they have to have a tag team title match eventually, no?
Yes, they do.
When Copeland comes back.
Yes. So then we have the Babes of Wrath versus Mercedes and Athena for the tag titles. Who do you have here?
The Babes of Wrath.
Sting. Then we have Chris versus Jamie Hayter for the women's world title. Who you got this one?
Ooh, this one's kind of hard for me, but I'm gonna say Chris.
I'm thinking Chris is going to keep it too.
Yeah,
So then we have the world title match, which is a four-way. There's going to have Joe, Swerve, Hangman, MJF. Who do you got in this one?
I think Joe is gonna like take it because four ways are no DQ, and his squad could get in this match.
I think MJF is going to be the new world champion.
Oh, okay.
And that is World's End, which is Saturday, and we will be back for World's End after the pay-per-view. Any last words before the world ends?
See you when the world ends. Dun dun dun.